Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new, welcome to my channel. My name is Jackie, and let's get started. For DIY number 1, I'm going to begin with one of these frame decor pieces from the Dollar Tree that my sweet friend Norma gave me. And I'm just going to take this and remove the inside sign because we're definitely going to be doing something a whole lot different. Now for the frame, this is one of those frames that's hard to paint. So I'm going to take my finger sander and scratch it up a little bit. That way the paint will have something to grab onto. Now another option would be to just coat it with some Mod Podge, but I feel like sanding this just takes a few seconds and it's a better choice for me anyway. Now on the sign part, I'm going to remove this rose. It had like foam petals on it. So I just popped that off. Now I'm going to use Waverly Maize and white and paint these two pieces in this manner. I'll put the frame aside for now. And for the sign, I'm going to use some of this recycled packing paper that came in one of my online orders. And I like it because when stretched, it kind of gives the look of a honeycomb. I don't know, is it just my imagination? To me it does. So I'm going to take some scissors and I'm going to snip off this piece just to make this a little bit more even and straight. And now I'm just going to take some hot glue, run a nice long bead of glue on one end, and placing this piece down very carefully. It has a lot of little holes, so got to be very careful, and kind of pressing it back. Now I'm going to stretch it up a little bit, that way we can see the yellow. Snip off the obvious excess, we don't need all that. And now add some hot glue to this. Nice long bead of glue as well. And then stretch it up a little bit more and pull it over. That way I get a good stretch. And yeah, I mean, I can see a honeycomb pattern. Let me know in the description box if you guys can see this or not. Now I'm going to take my scissors and trim off the excess on the top and on the bottom as well. Well, I also do the sides, yes. Trim all this off. We don't need any of it. Now I'm going to take a little bit of hot glue and adhere the bottom portions. Get them nice and secure in place. That way they don't ride up when I place this back into the frame. And yes, I'm using my silicone spatula because no one has time to get burned. Now I'm going to flip this over and put it back into the frame and lock it in place with all the little tabs. Like this. And look at that. It's looking cute. I'll set this aside. Now I'm going to take some of these little frames from the Dollar Tree. They're the little wood frames. And I'm going to take a few. Well, I wanted to take 3, but they were a little bit too large for this frame. It was a little bit too crowded. So I decided to go with 2. I'm going to take 2 and set the larger frame aside. I'm going to take some more of the Maize Waverly chalk paint, paint them up. Now I'm going to take some foam core board. I had this spare piece and I'm just going to very roughly figure out a nice little square, or actually rectangle, to cut with my finger utility knife. So just real carefully and double check, yes, if it's good. Here's my template for my next one. Just cut it real quick. Try to go as straight as possible, but if not, you can always trim it. It's not difficult. Here's my other piece. Now I'm going to take some of this fabric that I found at the Dollar Tree last year, and I didn't get to use it. And it's got the bees, the bumblebees, really cute. So here I'm trying to figure out which bee I want to feature. And I decided to go this other way because there's one here that's all by itself. And I kind of like this section a little bit better. Trying to figure out which direction to go. Here is my thought process in action. So I decided, okay, I'm just going to go ahead and just snip a little piece off this fabric, and I'm going to go ahead and just tear it off and put the rest of it away. Now I'm going to work with this piece here, and this is the little piece with the bumblebee that I wanted to use originally. So here I'm going to feature this one. So I'm going to snip off this piece of fabric right here. And then I go to the other end where there's another one by itself, very similar, or it might be exact, who knows. And I'm going to snip off this piece to use, put the rest of the fabric away for another time. Now use some more of the Mod Podge to adhere this fabric onto these pieces of foam core board and use my little brush to get everything nice and smooth and evenly distributed like this. Placing my fabric on top, try to center it, and placing my little frame on top. Fits great. Just double checking. Now I'm going to add some more of the Mod Podge on the top because yeah, you have to seal up this fabric. And here I decided it wasn't straight, so I got to figure out real quick before my Mod Podge starts to set. Now I'm pretty happy with it. And I'm going to do the second one as well, same way. Here's my little piece of fabric. Add my Mod Podge on the top. Add a little more to the very top. I felt like I needed just a little bit more, like this. And then I'm going to go ahead and use this Mod Podge to adhere the frames as well. This will be like double duty. So here I'm going to go ahead and snip off all this excess real quick first, because it'll be hard to remove it with the frame on there. So I'm going to trim off all this fabric like this. And my Mod Podge is still pretty moist, so this will hold my frame pretty well. Place it on top and press it down and set it aside. Allow this to dry. And then I do the same thing to the other side. Trim off the excess like this. Get it nice and trimmed and place my frame. Here I decided to snip off just a little bit more. It was showing on the end. So now press it down and then allow these to dry for a minute. They actually don't take long to dry at all. I think my room was pretty warm. So here they are, nice and dry. Now I'm going to take my larger frame and placing my smaller frames inside and doing a nice generous glob of glue, of hot glue on the back, pressing it down. That way it goes all the way through to the base of the sign where the yellow is. And then I do the same thing to the second one, a nice generous amount, and press it down like this. Allow this hot glue to set. And now I'll set this aside. Allow that to set completely. In the meantime, I'm going to take one of these honey dippers and I'm just going to do a little bit of painting with my yellow Maize and painting it up like this real quick. Just a nice light coat, and using my little craft clamp to allow it to dry. Now I'm going to take some more of these random ribbons that my sweet friend Toni from Creative Chica Hauls gave me. I used some of these in my last video. If you guys did watch that video, you'll see that I made a tassel with these. So I'm going to go ahead and take a bunch of these and a piece of jute twine, tie it together like this, and then tie this to my little dipper and a good double knot to get it nice and secure. And now I'm going to take my hot glue. I have some yellow hot glue that I get from Amazon, and I'm going to go to town and give it some honey, some faux honey, and let it drip. And this is so satisfying. I love this part. Like this, nice and thoroughly. Wait for a minute, allow this to cool down. Didn't take long. Now here it is, nice and cool. Now I'm going to take the two pieces of jute twine that I used to tie this. I'm going to place them down. Okay, I'm trying to figure out which side I want to feature. And I'm going to take some hot glue and place these pieces of twine down on there. That way I can use these to help me adhere this whole piece onto my frame. Add some more hot glue and place it right here on my frame on the side. Super, super cute. I'm going to take some little bees that I have. These are little resin bees. The Dollar Tree does have little bees around springtime, so hopefully they'll bring them back, but they're wood, but they're super cute too. But these are from Amazon, and I just think they're just adorable. They're just little plastic resin little bees. And I'll add 3 one on the little dabber, one on the small frame, and one on the top of the larger frame right here. And then that is it for this one. From Trash to Treasure. Here's how it looks and a closer look at the final reveal. For DIY number 2, I'm going to take one of these pallet signs from the Dollar Tree. I think this one my sweet friend Diane gave me. And I'm going to take it and I'm going to spray it with some water. And then I'm going to take my antique wax from Waverly. I'm going to give it a stain effect. And then I'm just going to brush the stain and then let it dry. It'll give it a nice rustic look. And yes, guys, my voice is not completely back yet, but I'm on the mend. Gotta create my videos, gotta do my crafting, gotta do some bees. I love bee DIYs. Gotta get them done. So I'm just gonna take my time and get into all the nooks and crannies and the back, allow it to dry. And I'm gonna take some of the white chalk paint and just kind of dry brush a little bit. First I decided to use this brush because I was using this brush earlier, but then it wasn't having it, so I just like, no. I tried it one more time and then I thought, no, there's nothing like a good old chunky chippy brush. The Dollar Tree has the best little chunky chippy brushes. This one here, nice and chunky and chippy. And this worked much better. Oh my goodness, this works much better. So I just took my time to give it a nice dry brush, make it look like it's aged and it's been around a while and it's been outside in the weather. Give it that weathered look like this. And I'm just gonna go to town, do the front, sides, the back, all of it, and let it dry completely. Here's the back. Here it is, nice and dry. Now I'm going to set this aside, and I'm going to take one of these little bees from the Dollar Tree. I think this one my friend Norma gave me. Now I'm going to use some of the black and the maize to paint it up. Now I'm going to place this on my little palette, but I kind of wanted to have it raised a little bit. So here I'm looking for some pieces. I have this little box of random wood pieces that I love to utilize for projects. So I found these two here that will work pretty well, I think. And so I'm just going to adhere them in place with some hot glue. Here I'm just testing it out to make sure it's placed well. And I'm going to put hot glue on this piece. And I almost put it in the wrong spot. Did you see that? Oh my goodness. And here's the second one. Now I'm going to put a nice generous amount of hot glue on these pieces and placing my bee on top. Now it's raised a little bit, and this will give me an opportunity to add some embellishments. So now I'm going to go back to my little bag of ribbons that my sweet friend Toni from Creative Chica Halls gave me. And I'm going to take some more of these ribbons. I'm going to take some of this here, and then this piece. They're all different. I know they look similar, but no, they're different. And I'm just going to go with these random smaller, not smaller, but thinner pieces. And then I like this baby rickrack that was in here. It was a little bit stuck, but I got a piece. Snip that out. And then a gold piece. And then I think I took a jute piece that I had. And then a jute twine to tie it. And I'm going to tie it the same way I did the first one, except for this time I'm going to kind of bend it in the middle and create like a little tassel kind of look. And I'm going to go around on the top of the tassel, tie it in place with a good double knot. I didn't leave much jute twine to do this, but I got it. Now I'm going to take some hot glue and place it on the underneath. And I'm just going to wedge it underneath the bumblebee's little booty as if it's flying and it has pollen that's flying out of it. And I'm just going to snip off the excess pieces. Now for the top, I'm going to use some of these florals from the Dollar Tree. I was going to snip off a nice piece, but then I decided, no, let me just remove some of the flower pieces on. So I'm going to go ahead and remove that, and I'm going to use some of this foliage. This is all I had left of this pick here. I'm just going to go ahead and remove these with my EMT shears. It works great. And I'm just going to place them where I think I want them, kind of stage them. I think this one, the stem was a little bit too long. So I went ahead and snipped that a little bit. And then place that in here. And then this one, kind of raised it up a little bit, moved it all up. It was a little bit too low. Place that in there. And then a little flower here and a little flower there, as if it's looking for some pollen flying around in the bushes by the pallet. And I adhered everything with some hot glue. Here's the back. Here's how it looks, and a closer look at the final reveal. For DIY number 3, I'm going to take this canvas that my sweet friend Norma gave me, and I'm going to take some of the burnt umber paint by Apple Barrel, give it a nice paint. Now I'm going to flip it over, take some of the Mod Podge, and squirt some on there. I'm about run out of this little bottle, and I'm going to use it all up. I'm going to take my brush and smooth and get everything nice and covered. I'm going to take some of this gift tissue paper that my sweet friend Toni gave me, and I just had this piece left, so I'm going to utilize some of it. It's pretty wrinkly, but it's okay. We'll make it work. And I'm just going to press it down on the Mod Podge. Yes, the Mod Podge is still wet, so I'm just going to press it down with my fingers gently, making sure all the edges and corners are adhered. I'm going to take my utility knife and very carefully cut some of this off. And I will be using some more of this tissue paper in a little bit, so I'm just going to set this aside. In the meantime, I'm going to just kind of rub everything down with my fingers, trying to get all the wrinkles out. And it did a pretty good job for the most part. Now here I'm going to take a piece of foam core board, and I'm just going to trim off some of these pieces because I want this piece to kind of be wedged inside of this canvas. I don't want it to go all the way in there, but just on the very edge, so it won't be all the way in there, just a little bit. I'm just trying to cut this as straight as I can, but you know, if you don't cut it straight, that's okay, just trim it. So here it fits pretty well, it'll do. So now I'm going to take some more of my Mod Podge, which I'm really running out of this. And I'm just going to put this upside down. I have another partial bottle here. I'm going to do the same thing. This one was enough, I guess, so I'll go ahead and just put them away. Now I'm going to take my brush and again smooth everything out nice and covered. Here is my tissue paper again, one last time. And I'm going to place the corner to the other corner and kind of smooth everything out with my hand. Very gently, kind of tug on the tissue paper a little bit. This tissue paper is actually really good quality, so I don't have to worry about it tearing on me. So that's really good. And I'm going to take my finger sander and I'm going to just sand off the obvious excess that we don't need. So I will show you all of that. Just kind of sand. And it does come off pretty easily. I didn't do this to the inside of the canvas because there's no way to sand it like that. So now I'm going to take my mini easy press and some parchment paper, and I'm going to smooth out any wrinkles that are left. There are a few little wrinkles, but that's okay. We'll get it with this. So just a few little swipes here and there. Put that aside, allow that to cool. Now I'm going to take another piece of parchment paper. I'm going to put it underneath my canvas because I did paint it. And then I take the other piece of parchment paper and smooth out the inside of this canvas like I did the foam core board, very gently. Oh, and the foam core board, I did it really quick because it is a plastic. It's a foam core board, so it's plastic. So I made sure to go quickly and not leave the heat on there too long. The canvas, it wasn't a big deal. I did have to wait for the parchment paper to cool down. That way I can remove it without having any paint peel off. Now I'm going to take my utility knife again, and I'm just going to cut 2 lines, one horizontal and the other one vertical. Now for the diagonal ones, it was a little bit tricky, so I decided to use my scissors instead. And this worked much better for these diagonal cuts. Now here I am cutting each of these pieces. And I think over here is where I realized, wait a minute, I'm cutting my parchment paper. So I thought, oh, let me remove this thing. It's cooled down now. So I threw that away. Now I'm going to finish cutting my pieces. I go all the way up to the corners as far as I can. And like this. Here's the last one. Pretty happy with it. Now I'm going to place a little bit of hot glue on the two sides of this foam core board, and I'm going to wedge it inside of my canvas on the inside, just real carefully, and just press it in. I don't want to press it all the way in, just to where it's flush. So now here I can open my canvas that I cut, and I'm just going to do a little bit of a curl, add a little bit of hot glue, and then curl it back and press it down with my finger. Allow this to set for a minute, and then I do the same thing to all of the other ends. This one I didn't curl it first, so it was a little bit of a challenge. So definitely curl it up a little bit, and then go ahead and glue it down with some hot glue. So here I'm just gonna go ahead and show you the whole thing, but I am speeding it up because it's pretty monotonous. But here I'm just showing you, just kind of curl it back, press and hold, allow that to set, and then just continue till it's all done, till it's nice and open, till it's nice and busted. This is like the busted canvases that are pretty viral. I think they were pretty viral last year. I never did make one, didn't really want to, but for the bees, I wanted to make one for the bees because I wanted to look like the bees are busting out. They're busting out, look at that. So cute. Okay, so now I'm going to take some of these florals from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to add some florals on the inside. Now I'm going to take some more of my little bees, and I'm going to take a nice big one, place it on the inside with a little bit of hot glue, just right in the middle, right here. And then I take a few more of the smaller ones. I'm about running out, but I'm about to restock. So as soon as Amazon gets here today, I will have more for next week. So I'm just going to add these right here. Here's one more. I'm going to do three little ones and then one of the large ones. This one I'll place it right here on the busted piece. And now I'm pretty happy with it. Now I felt like I needed something else. I'm going to take some jute twine, and I'm going to go through these two pieces where it's busted out, and I'm going to gently take it to the back, add a little bit of hot glue to lock it in place right here, and then press it down. And then I go ahead and wrap this a couple times right here. Then once I go back up, then I'll take a little bit of slack, snip off the end here, and then kind of thread it through the top again. That way there's two on the top and two on the bottom. Looks pretty even. Go back to the back and add some hot glue and lock it in place. And kind of hold it back a little bit, hold it down. Snip off the excess. And then I take another piece of jute twine and I just make a quick little bow. Just a little teeny tiny bow made of jute twine. Real simple shoelace bow like this. And then I just adhere it with a little bit of hot glue. I just felt like there was a lot going on. I felt like something simple as this little bow would be good enough. So then I gathered all the jute twine that's in the center and placing my bow on top. And then of course I decided to remove all the fuzzies. Gotta remove those fuzzies. So here is my lighter. Gotta remove them real quick. And this works great. And that is it for this. Look, super cute. Here's how it looks and a closer look at the final reveal. For DIY number 4, I'm going to take this little hexagon decor piece that my sweet friend Norma gave me, and I'm going to paint the inside with the Maize chalk paint, and then allow this to dry, set it aside. Now, take some gloves, place them on my hands, and I'm going to take this little ice tray that I got from Marshall's for $5.99 for a 2-pack, which is a great budget-friendly deal. So I'm going to remove just the one. I'm just going to use this one here. I'll put the other one away, maybe for some real ice. I don't know. So then I'm going to take a bowl and a bamboo skewer for mixing, and I'm going to take some of my resin. And this is a 2-part resin. You have to place equal amounts in the cup, and there's equal amounts in these 2 bottles. So I'm just going to go ahead and pour all the contents in this bowl. And the bowl is just a recycled sour cream tub, I think. Yeah, just something that can go in the trash. So here I'm just pouring all the contents in there because They're equal amounts, and that's what you need. A 1-to-1 amount. Now I'm going to do a little bit of paint. I'm going to use a little bit of this apple barrel yellow. It's like a pale yellow. And I'm just going to use my bamboo skewer to mix this very well for about a minute or so. Make sure it's really well mixed. And then once I get it to where I want it, and I'm pretty happy with it, then I'll go ahead and start pouring this mixture into the cells. These are called cells, these honeycomb. And I'm just going to take my time and do about half of this ice tray. It's made out of silicone. So this is about half. And I'm just going to carefully make sure I'm not going to spill any. Now I'm going to take some orange. This is a jack-o'-lantern. I'm going to add some into my bowl. It was a little bit watery, but I'm just going to go with it. It wasn't enough, so I'm going to add a little bit more. Had to shake it up a little bit. And I'm going to work with this. Just a little orangey. And then I'll fill the rest of these cells with this mixture, this color. What color combination? Here's my last one. I was actually short a few little cells, but that's okay. We'll live. It'll be all right. Here, I'm just trying to get out as much as I can. Yeah, it's sour cream tub. I like to repurpose my stuff. I like to recycle. What can I say? Okay, I'm short too. That's okay. We'll live. Now I let this set overnight. Here they are, nice and set. And I'm just going to pop them out just like ice. And I'm going to show you one real quick. Super cute. They come out real shiny and pretty. And I'm just popping them all out. And then the rest I just have to kind of use my fingers. But they all come out pretty easily. Here's my last one. Now I'm going to take my little hexagon decor piece. And I'm going to stage them where I think I want them. I'm going to take my time to figure this out. Once I get it figured out, then I'm going to go ahead and take some hot glue and adhere them one by one. So I'm going to start with this piece and I'm just going to put it back in place. And I'm going to take my time and get them all adhered. I'll show you another one here. And then kind of press it in there. Here's my last couple on this side. And then I think I have one more that I can place. I mean, I probably could have cut the rest, but I decided just to use these. I thought that's pretty cute. Now I'm going to take my little bees, and here's where I'm going to add all of my little hexagons in my little container for another time. And I'm going to take just 3 of these little bees. I am running out, so I'm waiting for Amazon. Because look at that. I'm going to add a big one over here on this bottom hexagon here. Just kind of make it look different, unique, however you want. Whatever makes you feel happy. Because these little bees make me happy. So now I'm pretty happy with it. I'm showing you the back. I did paint it all up. I'm going to take some more of these florals. And I'm going to start snipping and adding a couple pieces here and there. And then my battery died on my phone. And then I realized it had died. And then I went ahead and charged it and then continued. And so right here, you'll see where I continued right here. But all you missed were the 2 little flowers and then the little black jute twine bow on the top. Oh, and when I started adding my hot glue, my faux honey hot glue. So here I'm at the end of it, finishing up. Still gotta do this other side here. I'm just gonna take my time to just kind of drip it. And I'm pretty happy with it. And then that is it for this one. Look how cute! And here's how it looks and a closer look at the final reveal. If you're on Instagram, here's my QR code. I invite you to scan it and come follow me on there. I post on there Monday through Fridays, as well as TikTok. Here's my QR code for there. And here is my QR code for Facebook, also Monday through Fridays, as well as my Pinterest. Here's my QR code for there. And here's my Lemonade account as well. And my Threads account. This is my handle, also Monday through Fridays. Here's my Hometalk QR code. I invite you to come scan it. Post on there twice a month. I do have a Facebook crafting group. I invite you to come join us there. And now we're at the final reveal. Let me know what you think and which one is your favorite one. Well, I'll take a moment and say thank you for taking time out of your busy day to watch my video. I really appreciate it. Hope you guys are enjoying these DIYs for spring, which I call Spring into the Bee DIYs, and this is my second in the series. So I hope you guys are enjoying these. I will have a few more, I'm sure. I just love creating with the bee theme. It just makes me so happy. I also like to take a moment to thank my sweet friends, Norma, Diane, and Toni from Creative Chica Halls for all the wonderful supplies that they've gifted me. I've just been having a blast, and I'm going to continue to have a blast. So thank you so much, ladies. You guys are so wonderful, and I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up and let me know which one's your favorite one. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet, and if you want to see more, definitely subscribe. A lot more is coming. And until my next video, stay healthy, safe, and strong, and have a great day. Bye-bye.